on Force of Nature, but just look at this is so different. I feel like that with this deck, if Firebat doesn't close it out early, then RDU would just use all the Trogzor and like Sneeds and actually like outvalue and just gain board advantage that way. Yeah, but it seems like the Firebat has more the aggressive deck. At least that's what
I would say so.
Yeah.
All right. And let's see. So I am in. Are you in the game too?
I did not get an invite yet.
I got a spectator invite. Let's see.
Oh, I did too. Okay, there we go.
Okay. I mean, the spectator mode is brand new. There's so much brand new right now. This is actually the first time I've even clicked on the spectator mode. I'm just going to be completely honest with this. But there we go. We've got the invite. All right, so we should be good to go. Now, who are you spectating? Because I
am spectating Firebat, and I can't see RDU's hand, so...
I am spectating also Firebat, and I can't see RDU. So, let's
so maybe we'll get that fixed soon. They're actually at turn 3 right now, which is quite insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now we don't see another invite just yet, but hopefully we'll get that sorted out soon. Firebat has developed quite a good board for a Wailing Soul.
Yeah, no kidding, man. And it looks like he does rely on that quite a bit, and it's gonna be useful right now. That's like 6 potential damage incoming. This is cool, because when all the death rattle, all the negative death rattle stuff came out, with Naxxramas, people toyed around with, priest decks with some silence mechanics to get around that kind of stuff, but this is the first I've seen a druid do it.
Yeah, it's definitely quite interesting that, what's that called? Firebat is kind of like using Nax cards in a GVG expansion, right? So
yeah, he's already
relevant.
adapted them, man.
Still super relevant.
Yeah.
And yes, I can actually see RDU's hand right now, so that's pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the cards are kind of upside down, so yeah.
Blizzard told me it was going to be like this, yes. I can't see RDU's hand. Did you jump over to his side, and that's why you can see
Yeah, we see RDU's hand. So he is sitting at 5 mana. He'll have to float a mana somehow, unfortunately. So
okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's probably gonna drop the Shredder here, just to develop more board. Oh, he's gonna go with playing the board instead. That's fine. So now, as we said, Firebat is taking the more aggressive route and just going face more. And
you kind of have to.
RDU just needs to spawn every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, now Firebat has to kind of have that balance of like how much to face do you really want to go? Because with Druid, again, there's always that danger that they can pull out a Savage Roar when they get 3 or 4 creatures on the board. You don't even need the Force of Nature. It looks like it will be a Savage Roar right off the bat for Firebat. Right,
that's really fast and really aggressive, but I like it because the Savage Roar does clear off the Spectra Knight. So,
yeah, still gets 5 done to face too. He's got a nice health lead.
Right.
Not bad. What does RDU have in his hand right now?
He has a Shredder and a Hero Power, and that's not really that good. I mean, sure, it's something to put on the board, but it's just so behind.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you have 2 aggressive decks like this, if you get a start like Firebat does, it's really tough for RDU to catch up at this point. We'll see if he can. I mean, Firebat still has, 5 damage incoming? Yeah, he can use this Wrath to take out the Shredder if he wants to, and it looks like that's what he's going to do.
Oh, you just don't want to see it, spawn a Doomsday if you're killing it.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, that's all right. Who cares about that?
No, that's not bad at all. Yeah, Web Spinner. That's, or not Web Spinner. Haunted Creeper is perfectly fine. Oh, wow.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, no kidding, man. 7 more to the face, gets rid of the spider tokens. Things really could not be going too much better. And Firebat right now has Force of Nature in his hand, so he could end this really fast. Oh, not as fast with the heal, but fairly fast.
RDU unfortunately has to heal himself, but then he does have the combo at hand. So if RDU can actually survive a couple more turns, he could win, but it's looking pretty grim. I mean, Druid is not a class known for coming back from behind. And
not so much. What do you think about the Ogre Brute? It looks like RDU wants to take it out, but I mean, if you have a situation like this, where you only have 1 or 2 minions on your opponent's side, your odds are fairly good, but overall, as we see these double swipes happen, what do you think about Ogre Brute?
Yeah, Ogre Brute is like something you kind of don't want to kill, but then it's still something that hits you in the face, so it's annoying. So that's why it's so good, right? It's a 3 mana 4/4. The body is just commanding, And of course,
Yeah.
with Firebat's deck right now, he could always just Wailing Soul it and remove the negative component from it.
True. Man, Firebat's getting really close to lethal right now. He's got a Keeper of the Grove that he's hovering over. It looks like he's going to silence the Ancient Watcher, which does leave that Ancient of Lore out unless he runs into it with both creatures, which is probably not the greatest idea. Let's see what he does. Yeah, okay, he does silence.
You have to take this one. My spectator mode just froze.
Oh, really? All right. Well, I'm still going strong, man. Don't worry.
All right.
I'll figure it out. And yeah, he will go ahead and take out the Ancient Floor and just go to face with the Shapeshift. I mean, he's got, what, 8 damage coming in next turn between the Keeper of the Grove and the Force of Nature in his hand, so we'll see what he draws into. And, ooh, Trogzor the Earthinator from RDU right now. So will the Force of Nature that activates that Burly Rockjaw Trog be enough of a deterrent? It is a little bit scary, actually. I mean, those Burly Rockjaw Trogs are, like, not small minions.
I am just listening to Cass, and
I'll try to just lull you into a peaceful state of mind with my voice then. We'll give it a shot. Alright, well 3 more damage anyway to RDU. For those of you watching on the screen, he still does have that Force of Nature in his hand right now, and he really needs something to combo with it, because if he just throws it out there, then suddenly the minions start coming out of Trogzor, right? And and I've seen a surprising amount of people that don't know the reference there. You know the reference to Trogzor, right, Amaz?
Yeah, my viewers told me. Yeah.
Okay, yes, Trogdor.
I didn't know before.
Renate. What's that?
I didn't know before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Watched a lot of Strong Bad back in the day, but let's see. Okay, so 10 health for RDU. And Firebat, kind of just waiting to see what he top decks. I'm waiting to see what RDU plays, because I can't see his hand. But he's got a 2/4 taunt to deal with via the Sun Fury Protector onto the Keeper of the Grove. And how he deals with this will be very telling, I think, to Firebat as far as what his opponent has in his hand. The nice thing for Firebat is that he's already seen the 2 swipes come out, you know? So there's a little bit less stress as far as that goes. The time is running out for RDU. Ooh, Dirt of the Claw. Okay. In charge form. Alright, yeah, makes sense. RDU just clearing the board. And uses that hero power as well. So, if Firebat can draw into a Savage Roar, he just straight up wins. But if he does not, he will be pretty much dead. We drew a swipe though, and that actually 6+4. Oh man, are you kidding me? Force of Nature and swipe in his hand. His opponent has 11 effective health, 10 + 1 armor. And that's kind of a bummer for Firebat. He's 1 short of being able to do it. And his opponent, in the meanwhile, has 14 damage on the board right now. Firebat, 18 health remaining. And so, I don't know, do you feel like Firebat's kind of obligated to swipe here? I'm trying to describe it as best I can for you, man.
I guess if you can't win the game, then you have to clear the board.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But by casting both of these spells, he's just created 2 Burly Rockjaw Trogs for his opponent. And so he's just going to take his opponent down to 1 health and bow it looks like. Yep, there's a concede. So
yeah.
Game 1 going to RDU. Firebat 1 health away from being able to finish it. Bummer. That was a close one.
Yeah, so RDU, even though he got a lot of board presence, at the end of the game, it was just still like really close to dying. So
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
it was so close.
I wonder if Firebat, if he just ignored the creeper, if he went for some more face damage there, would be better. Not really sure.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I'm trying to think back through that game now. I was a little bit distracted by all the spectating stuff going on, but I was trying to think of an opportunity where he could have maybe snuck 1 more damage in there, but
Cast it till you're good again. Yeah.
I've got a dark screen with like 2 cards rotating through each other right now. It's kind of entrancing actually. But what have you got to say about what you see on the game going on?
Well, it's actually pretty gross right now. We see it innervate for RDU. He's gonna innervate out probably a Shredder. Don't think a Keeper of the Grove is gonna be.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You see it anytime here, so there we go.
See it. All right.
Oh wow, he actually does keep it going.
I'm gonna take screenshots of mine. This is crazy looking. All right. Let's see.
Hyena is not. It's not that good here. I would put another Haunter Creeper just because the Hyena does trade with the hero power, and that's not good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, you never want to give anyone any easy outs. Let's see. So
RDA doesn't really want to waste the hero power, so I'm pretty sure it's just gonna kill the Death Rattle minion and just go for it, and just kill a spider that comes out. I don't know if RDA knows exactly what deck he's facing just yet. So he might just clear the spider instead. Okay. So
looks like he's just clearing the spider. Yeah. I mean, he does have that swipe in his hand too, but you'd rather use it on something other than just a bunch of spiderlings. Ooh, an unleash. It's gonna be the draw.
This Panther is gonna send some signals to RDU saying that okay, this is not your typical deck. Might be something different, you know.
Yeah.
It was just an all-out aggro deck. We would have expected, you know, something like a Wolf Rider instead.
Yeah, we'd probably be seeing something a little bit more face-oriented. Okay, so there's that call pet draw.
Oh, I guess you roll the dice.
What do you get? What do you get?
If you get a Savannah, that is insane.
Did he get a Savannah?
Immediately. Oh my god!
He got it! Wow.
That is insane. Alright.
That's a turn 4 Savannah Highmane for 2 mana. That's not too bad.
Well done.
That's actual value right there.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, if you call the card and you get the card, I think it's skill, right?
I think if you call what the card is and then you get it, you should just like win the game right there, you know? Because that shows skills beyond the game even.
Nah, you get to feel happy
That's
about
psychic
yourself.
powers. That's
so
psychic
that is
powers,
pretty insane.
man.
A turn 4 Savannah? Wow.
That's going to be pretty hard to deal with. Let's see. There's a Shredder out. Let's see. Shredder out for RDU. I mean, he's got... there's just not a lot of great options. I mean, with no silence to bring against a Savannah Highmane, he just doesn't really have a lot of good answers for what's on the board right now. Even
probably, yeah, you probably just either play a 5, right? I mean, you play a Taunt, you're not that happy, it just trades for free. You play Spectral Net, you're also not that happy. Really thing.
I mean, he's going for Spectral Knight.
Yeah, but if you're Firebat, do you actually trade for the board here, or do you just go for the Savannah rule? Which is like, if you hit the face of the Savannah, and you just win the game. That's the Savannah rule, by the way. I'm not sure if you're familiar with these Hearthstone rules.
If you can hit the face with your Savannah Highmane, you just win.
Yep.
I'm aware. I don't really play much Hunter, so I've only had experience having it happen to me.
But this Hyena is gonna grow to insane amounts of health.
Yep, I think it will. Unleash the Hound certainly helps a lot with that. And he should be able to clear everything. Yeah.
He's just deciding where to kill the Shredder, because the Shredder has a second body attached to it. So it might be he just decided to do it. I guess that's fair.
I say if you're gonna get rid of the Shredder, you might as well do it first, you know? Just so you have the best opportunity to deal with whatever it is. And it's an anodized bear cub.
That part is so annoying.
Okay. It is. It is, but it's much less annoying if it comes out without any battle cry. That is
no, that part was actually very annoying, because it forced the Panther to trade, which is like pretty gross.
Oh wow! And now it gets a swipe.
That's a very good answer.
Yeah, that worked pretty well. So the two hyenas are out now, so it's a little bit more. Let's see, another call pet in the hand of Firebat. Did you go for it again?
But I actually like the attack from RDU there. He attacked the spider, basically saying that I do have swipe, so you better be careful. Because normally you just go face, right? So,
yeah.
Oh my god! Are we gonna see a Gazrilla that can charge?
I think we might. If this thing lives, and it looks very likely that it's going to live, then we could. I mean, he could charge the Druid of the Claw and hero power it, but he's already getting a little bit low. Yeah, it looks like he might decide to go for the draw or the heal instead. Shade and Axaramis, double shade. Uh-oh, yes. Yes, your prediction was correct. This will be a charging Gazrilla. A golden Gazrilla, mind you as well.
Actually, do you just win right now?
He might just have enough.
You have 8 damage, 8 plus 3 plus 1 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17, and hero power is lethal. Oh my god.
Yep.
So that's who we've just won in the game. That is insane.
Yeah, he sees it. It's kind of sad though, because I'm sure he's like dying. He's like, I want to play this Gazrilla, but I suppose winning the game is slightly more important. But oh well, next time. Get the charging Gazrilla next game.
Nah, I think it's better to not play the Gazrilla. You can hide it. Secret info, secret tech.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Generally winning the game beats not winning the game in a certain turn too. And that's it. So we're all tied up. Awesome.
Well, I guess Colpet is a good card when you actually draw the Savannah, right? I feel like that it's a card that the skill of that card comes from you deciding whether or not to use it. Like you're in the deck selection screen. Do I want to risk this, card? Because you might just, screw yourself over, right? It's kind of like, I compare kind of to like Gadget and Auctioneer in the Miracle deck, right? Because if you play Miracle, you are conceding yourself that if you do not draw Auctioneer ever, you're just gonna die, right? So it's kind of interesting that we have these cards like that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to do Call Pet into like a Web Spinner or a Haunted Creeper or something like that. It's...
Oh, that's actually fine. You don't want to Call Pet into a non-beast. That would be the worst.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yep.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Paladin next for RDU. All right.
Paladin tends to do well with board control, and with the new Paladin deck, it is actually quite insane. Like, you have Muster for battle, you probably have Quartermaster in there, and then suddenly all these 1/1s are on a high priority list to kill, which a lot of classes can't deal with it naturally. I mean, Swipe is obviously very effective against the 1/1s, but that's about it, right? You need Pyromancers. Heck, in the Mage, are you just going to run like Arcane Explosion to deal with the 1/1s? I think Paladin is going to be really strong, and so far all the pros are trying those Musters and like the Quartermasters, and it's just really insane. I feel like it's like the start of the Hearthstone again, where Paladin's like, it's the class to play. Maybe
it's the greatest thing, man. The very first day of like closed beta with Hearthstone, I'm like, oh, Divine Shield looks really, really strong. I'm going to immediately build this deck, and it was awesome. I mean, nobody back then, it was like people just had a hard time handling minion trading, but right now it's just how many minions you can get out, and with the divine things ever, by the way.
And to be honest, coining a Sword of Justice is like one of the best openers for it's kind of a token power, It's just insane.
Yeah, it's interesting that he's got the ooze in there as well, too. I mean, you're definitely right. It is more of a token paladin than like just some of the other ones I've seen that, use muster and things like that, but then they also use a lot of cheaper creatures. The new 2/2 mech that has Divine Shield, things like that. But I like just going straight pure token. I'm curious to see how this is all going to work out. Pretty decent start, actually, for Firebat as well, too.
But yeah, I mean, if you notice just now, the Hyena was dropped, and that is actually really smart. Yeah. That is like super, super smart. Because you're like, okay, your opponent can't really kill it, it's a 3 mana. So I might as well establish it right now. So that was really, really good. But look at that. The swarm of 2/2s.
It's worth mentioning too that he used Muster for battle correctly, where he didn't make himself lose a charge on Sword of Justice or anything either. He attacked first.
Yeah, take the damage, why not, right?
Yep, some people forget, you get that 1/4 weapon. So you gotta be careful and make sure you use as many charges on the sword as you can before you use Muster. And, okay, so Houndmaster on the Spider, it looks like.
Oh, unfortunately, Consecrate is gonna ruin Firebat's day, I think. I mean, this is a pretty good turn to Consecrate. They're consecrating something, the Hyena that can't grow. It seems like it's pretty good, and the Light's Justice just adds much, much more value there. He can even keep his 2/2s alive.
I've been mostly playing aggressive Paladin based around this kind of loose concept, and it's amazing just how many good trades you're going to get with Light Justice. That one damage from the weapon makes so much of a difference in a lot of early trades for some reason with these Paladin decks.
And Firebat right now gets another very, very cool play where he actually gets to use the battle cry of the Glazuka on the Panther that's not interactable. But,
yeah, and putting that down right after a Consecrate. I was going to say it was going to make him feel good, but then Bomb Lobber shows up, so so much for that.
Man, all these new cards, man.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, like, Bomb Lobber, to me, personally, that's the MVP of the set so far. I think right now that's my favorite card in GVG.
Okay, I guess if you Rhino, you could charge the Web Spinner and clear out the Bomb Lobber that way. And then also clear the board, which is quite interesting. But you're also skipping your Savannah turn, which is kind of not that good. So I like the Savannah a little bit more.
Alright, I have to address this. I mentioned Bomb Lobber was my MVP for the set right now, and you didn't. There was no response from you at all. Does that mean you totally disagree with me, or what's the deal, man? Explain
Well, I'm
yourself.
just trying to keep up with the game. Like, there are a lot of plays that are happening, but Bomb Lobber is one of the definitely one of the better cards right now. I mean, if you can snipe something that has you know, 4 or 3 health even, or like a stealth creature, it gets pretty insane.
Alright. Well, Defender of Argus, still just as good as ever, and he's just gonna ignore the high main. And why not, man? I mean, look at this. A couple 2-3 oozes as well. I'm starting to really like the ooze actually in here. I mean, he's got a lot of synergy with these tokens too. Very cool.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, when a hunter plays catch up, it's really, really hard to get that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just never gonna have the. It just seems like it's hard to get enough damage out on the board to both deal with what you're trying to catch up on and build up your board at the same time. You're just not efficient at that point. And let's see. Well, Consecrate in hand. So if he decides to go for the trade here, you can set it up.
Yeah, he took 6 damage to the face like it was nothing. That is insane. Like, he's in such a dominant position that we're like, okay, taunt us enough. Let's just rip the board.
Still got a taunt out. He can even muster if he really, really wants to. Yeah, he's going to do it. And man, imagine if he draws into a Quartermaster after this. It's lights out.
Okay, that's a fine draw, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like you might die if you don't clear the board right now. I like saving it in late shape because you do have Buzzard. So yeah, I think Firebat is really, really wishing that he draws the Buzzard next turn because there's just no more steep.
All right. Well, would you drop Tyrion right now, or do you just play it a bit more aggressively?
I think you need to kill the Rhino no matter what, and you could, even with dropping Tyrion. So I think that's a fine play.
You can still drop Tyrion.
You didn't see an owl plus turn. This is fine too. Like, both is fine as long as you kill the Rhino.
And it keeps, I mean, it keeps a couple Silverhand recruits out on the board too, and I mean, he knows that he's got that possibility of drawing into the Quartermaster. I think he has 1 in the deck if I remember right. And so I've noticed myself, it's kind of weird playing Paladin now because you always want to kind of save a couple of recruits where before you were just kind of throwing them into your opponent. Yeah, he's got 1 Quartermaster in this.
Oh, that's not that happy. And I feel like if you want to win the game, you have to actually save it and unleash.
Yeah. Well, he's using it for clear now. And you're right, man. I mean, it's going to be tough for him to continue to do damage. I can't see what's in Firebat's hand right now, but I can't imagine it's terribly threatening to RDU right now.
Yeah, you probably need to like what Firebat's thing is, like, if you use another Unleash the Hounds, he gets another fill.
Oh, we had another one.
At this point, it's really hard to win the game because you're out of steam. You're not gonna get a Paladin down like that low.
Yeah.
Okay. He does the middle ground of the 2 and just goes for face here for 6, which is fine.
When you play against a Paladin like this too, you know the taunts are coming, you know there's a chance the heals are coming, it's just so hard. Yeah, and here comes Tyrion forwarding. And at this point, it's going to be pretty tough. Yeah, just going to clear out a couple of the Hounds, it looks like. And he could heal for 2 if he goes to face. And it looks like
of course you go for face here.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get an Ashbring, right?
Yeah, you don't want to risk losing that 4 damage.
There's not a single card in the deck that can kill him right now. Which is awesome.
Not even Glaive Zuka. And that's it. Alright. Looks like RDU gonna go up in the series 2-1. The Hunter deck is gone. Back and forth. And now we have to see what Firebat's gonna pick. This match is moving really fast, by the way. This is crazy. These guys are making very fast choices. Yeah.
Firebat has look, let's see what he has left. He has Warlock Warrior and Paladin as well, but did we know what they banned before? Oh yeah. So RDU banned Warlock from Firebat, so there's no Warlock, and Firebat banned RDU's Mage. So right now Firebat can actually only choose between his own Pally and a Warrior, and I mean, as we know. So
let's see. It's an interesting starting hand. 2 musters and a equality. Ugh. I mean, he has the zombie chow, right? So I mean, he's got a little bit. It's just not what you want. What do you think? I mean, this hand for RDU looks really lackluster right now.
Really? I think it looks amazing. There's
Really?
the Monsters of Battles. It's just like what you need against a warrior. It's so hard for them to deal with.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm still
Like,
thinking the Paladin Mirror right now.
Yeah. This is fine hand. This Fireworks is going to be so troubling because it's not actually going to kill anything. I mean, do you really want to kill one with like a 3-attack weapon?
It doesn't feel that good, does it? No.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if he draws. Is he running Whirlwind? I mean, I know he has Death's Bite. He just drew one of those. A lot of times you aren't seeing Whirlwind in these decks lately.
Yeah, I think Whirlwind might be a very good pick. I think he is running a Whirlwind just because he's putting a warrior into a Paladin. So yes.
You should.
I like the re-equip here. You really need to do the Whirlwind effect before turn 5.
Yeah, you gotta go to face right away. Alright, Consecrate. Nice thing to have in the pocket for later. And I would imagine you just make a dude here. No need to muster twice. That'd be a little bit silly. Yep. 5 dudes already. Going into that 5-mana turn, they are gonna get cleared. But just imagine what would happen if they didn't. Oh, nice, and Firebat can pair it with Acolyte of Pain too. So, really make that Whirlwind effect work out.
That's always pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably gonna force out a Bomb Lobber here, which is going to be pretty insane. Because Bomb Lobber, like, if you Bomb Lob a Acolyte, it's like not good value. You don't want to do that. But if he doesn't draw anything good here, then he probably has to do it.
You still give the draw to your opponent, and you end up with just a 3/3 out. And we can see from Firebat, he's got like every weapon in the world in his hand right now, so he can really easily take care of this.
Firebat playing his weapon before he even draws the card.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm doing that.
Yep, why not? Not a lot of big choices to be made, I suppose, there. And I mean, RDU's hand right now, it's very responsive, you know? He needs Firebat to be putting things out there, but that's a nice thing with the Paladin versus Warrior matchup, though, is that you can hold all these pretty much indefinitely. He knows he's going to have a chance to use them. And he's really under not that much pressure at all. I mean, look, he's already got a decent life lead. I think RDU should be pretty comfortable.
Yeah. They both have very reactive hands, so...
Yeah.
It's just like... When does the warrior die?
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of like the question right now.
Not for a long time, especially not with draws like Shield Maiden.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Okay, and he's just gonna throw it on the big Game Hunter. Wow. Huh. Now, I mean, I'm actually a little bit surprised about the big Game Hunter because when you see this Paladin deck, do you think he just thought it was so aggressive that it wouldn't have Tyrion?
I mean, you can't use Big Game Hunter on Tyrion.
Oh, of course, yeah, he's 6 damage now.
Right, but I think that's fine too, to be honest. I'm not really sure. I mean, he only lost to Aldor for giving Paladin another card. So I guess it was fine, in a sense. I'm not really sure. No,
Yeah, these guys are playing so fast. Neither one's taking a lot of time.
Oh, Harrison's great. Okay,
Yep.
that's okay.
Harrison is pretty crucial. The Acolyte of Pain, you can take out the 4/1 as well. Later on, yeah, or right now.
I guess you... Okay, Firebat's gonna end up not executing that. Like,
Yeah.
it's really hard for execute to be useful now. It gets like the more whirlwind effects you use, the worse it becomes. So it's really awkward. Okay, so if you can find a way to actually kill this Tyrion, and use Harrison, that would be like insane. But
See it. At 8 mana.
really,
Yeah, he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough
Okay,
mana. He would need to.
yeah, you can't do it. That's unfortunate.
Well, you need to like get rid of the Divine Shield, then attack it, then execute it, then play Harrison. He just doesn't have enough mana to do that this time.
I guess he has to still kill Tyrion. So this is definitely a pretty hard turn, I think.
Is there any way he can get out of? There's not really a way he can get out of taking 6 damage from this, it seems like.
He's just gonna go out probably. Like another play would be Bomb Lobber. And if it hits, then you can shield slam it, and then Harrison next turn. If it doesn't hit, then I mean you can still use your Bomb Lobber to hit, right? Like your opponent with a Tyrion on the board is not gonna play a true silver champion because that's kind of weird.
Yeah, the Bomb Lobber
would have been the other play.
Well, he's got Gorhal out right now, at least. And there's even more token synergy with RDU's deck. He's even got the Nerubian eggs. Wow. Defender of Argus comes down. This deck is so scary, man. Jeez, 5 damage. The Corrupted Ashbringer.
Oh. Oh man.
And I mean,
I think you have the Harrison to gain 5. But after that. Alright, so here's running Whirlwind. Just needs to stabilize the board, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Do you think maybe? Well, it's a tough thing because you can't even go for like a shield mate or anything like that because you're just gonna immediately lose the armor. You have to get rid of the weapon. At least he's got shield block.
An explosive sheep.
He's got explosive sheep, man. I was wondering if you were gonna start seeing that in Control Warrior.
Oh my god.
It's got potential. I can see it.
Pretty good. If you Whirlwind with explosive sheep, that's 3 damage to the board.
Yep. That's a lot of board clear. Alright, Eldor Peacekeeper is going to chill Harrison out a little bit. And it looks like he'll be able to clear that, yeah. Alright, just making the dude, biding his time.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, wow. Firebat has a very good turn here. I'll just let him play it. He should probably be able to see it.
Alright, let's check it out.
It's a pretty insane turn. That is amazing!
Explosive sheep.
Sheep value?
Wow, he gets a Whirlwind too. Yeah, because that's awesome, because the Whirlwind is going to clear the Divine Shield, is going to do the damage, he's going to get 2 more, and then the Bomb Lobber to finish. Wow, that, you're right. That was a pretty
I think this turn was the turnabout. And of course, we know that Firebat's running Shield Maidens, Alexstrasza. This to stabilize, this is the turning point.
I would be yelling a lot right now, except that it's like 3 a.m. in my apartment building, and I don't want my neighbors to hate me. But it's hard to avoid it.
Okay, the Argus on the Ooze is like amazing. So now, unfortunately, it's another board to clear.
Yeah, it's a turn to turn around.
But then, yeah, Ardiu's hand is only consisting of like Equality Consecrate left, and oh my god.
Oh, he drew a brawl! He drew a brawl. Wow. Well, ask and you shall receive, Firebat. It's the luck of the BlizzCon champion. Although the last time, these guys met like a week ago and RDU won. So, but that was before GVG happened.
Oh, Bomb-Lobber's dead. And a... Wow. Very good for RDU. But it's still gonna die.
Yeah. Seems that way.
And with a hand so dead from RDU's side, he really needs to draw like... Just something. I'm pretty sure he doesn't run Divine.
Man. Blessing of Kings on an empty board. That hurts.
Choosing not to Blessing of Kings that for a 5/5.
Yeah. I mean, you have this. You could do it. It's like, well, Gorhal has 4 attack, but you know with a hand that big, Warrior is going to be able to kill it really easily. It's just not going to work.
Those 2 board clears just secured the game.
I can't believe he drew right into a brawl after that as well.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect card. And yeah, Alexstrasza brings him back up to effective 18 health.
Well,
it's looking a little bit... It's looking... I mean, yeah, I guess you Equality Consecrate here, don't you?
I don't think you Equality Consecrate. You just Equality Whack and summon a 6/6 Divine Shield. That seems
okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, I see.
It's gonna... Is he gonna hold off on this? He could hold on on this, I guess. But no. Yeah, besides, otherwise...
Alright.
But
I mean, he's seen...
Easy.
Yeah. And there's Gromash and Girl Taskmaster. Yep, and that is going to be... That's giving me enough damage. That's 15 right there, and it looks like Firebat. Wow, he did it. Wins with the Warrior. He ties it up.
The 2 board clears are pretty insane, and when your opponent needs to stab an Alexstrasza, you're probably good. You're probably
good. Yeah, no kidding.
That brawl, man. It was insane.
Can't believe
I'm
you
gonna try Sheep in the Warrior now, too. Sheep is amazing.
Yeah, I kind of want to throw it in there. I was looking at it and I'm like, 2 damage to everything. I mean, with all the shamans that are starting to pop up on ladder, I'm like looking at sheep more and more. But after seeing that game, just in general, I think I'm gonna add it to my control warrior.
There's only 2 ways, I believe, of using the sheep effectively, which is the whirlwind and the whirlwind effect from the despot. I'm pretty sure nothing else works just as well. I mean, sure, you can like task game.
Yep.
Alright, there you go. We see the hands now. Well, at least I see it. Fast steal from RDU, very good start. Also a cultist, it doesn't die to axe. But Firebat also has a good start. You have the Acolyte Pings. Choosing not to use them, which is oh, I mean, of course not. It's only turn 2. Oh, I thought it was turn 2. But yeah, you do want to use the Acolytes as soon as you can, because the Cabal Shadow Priest is just disgusting.
Right, yeah, the last thing you want is one of those taken. Let me see. There we go. Alright. And I still cannot see... Oh, okay. I have to have like 2 windows open, but I can see both their hands.
Alright, that's good.
This is very confusing. Okay. Let's see.
RD has to decide something here, which is actually quite intense. You either heal the Playmaster or play a 3. If you don't heal the Playmaster, it's gonna die to execute, but at the same time, you really want to play a 3. RD chooses that. Oh, wow. Okay.
I think the heal works. Oh, man.
It's really smart. But the
as soon as I say I think the heal works, he gets an execute.
Yep.
Yeah. That happens. And, I mean, just like you're saying, this is why that's a risky thing to do.
Yeah. But how good is an explosive sheep versus a priest?
That's a good question. I feel like it... Nah, I mean, I don't know. Against like a sludge belcher, it doesn't seem the strongest thing, but...
Of course not. But overall,
yeah.
like the matchup seems like the sheep is not going to do anything.
Yeah,
At least...
overall I don't think it's going to be too useful. I mean, there's just nothing with low enough health that really is going to be endangered by the sheep. You know, you'd need to do at least 3.
Yep.
And that's a Shadow Madness, and that's a card draw. Now for RDU. That pretty much is the best thing that could have happened. Alright, so 6 mana turn. And, yeah, just drop the Shield Maiden here, I suppose. Yep.
It's pretty good. That's like a little threat.
Yep, why not?
5/5s are insanely hard to deal with, to be honest. Like, we already noticed that Ancient of Lore is practically in every single Druid deck. Well, sure, it has a good card draw, but its body is just really, really good. And actually, RD is forced to use the Def here, and the Def is not going to be used against, like, more priority minions, so...
Well, of course, against Control Warrior, if you have to use Shadow or Death against something that's not a legendary creature, you just get really worried.
And, I like the bag here.
Yeah, why not?
Well, let's see if it hits something good.
It hits the...
Okay,
I mean, it's...
like that.
You think
You
so?
want to better targets, yeah. You don't want to hit the Belcher because it just resurrects himself. If you hit the Cultist, something and faces nothing. No, Cultist is like the second best. I think hitting the Cleric is really good here. It doesn't seem like hitting a 1/3 is good, but you don't want the Priest to have so many cards, they just start trading like 1-for-1. Like, the worst a Priest player can do is a 1-for-1, right? Like, every card kills something or takes something. 2-for-1s are like insane. So, card advantage is really important.
In the end, it just gets executed anyway, right?
Yep, Thought Steal is pretty good.
Yep. Alright, so that's a pretty powerful Dark Cultist, and this is quite a board built up now for RDU. Going back over to the Firebat side, draws into a Shield Slam, so let's see, 8 mana, you could gain 5 more armor, but this board is not looking too inspiring. I mean, even if you drop like a Bomb Lobber or something, you can't even really be sure you're going to get any real value out of it. This is a tough turn for Firebat.
What now?
Yeah, definitely quite hard, because he also wants to get value for the sheeps. Also, he want to get value for the brawl. Like, right now, RDU, I'm sure he's just thinking whether he wants to go fast or slow. With his hand, it's obviously slow, because he doesn't have an option, right? But if he draws into something like a spell or something, he will have to think whether or not Firebat is saving a brawl or saving a board clear. And that's really dangerous. That's what it's going to come down to. Who's
Yeah, you
gonna
always have to kind of play around a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see, and the draw is Soul Priest. All right, no Circle of Healing.
So here, like, Organized Soul Priest is really, really good because you can just ping the 5/5 off immediately and just not even lose a creature. But then at the same time, once again, it's creeping on you. You don't want your board to be white. It's really bad.
Well, yeah, you're still vulnerable to that brawl. And we'll see. Yeah, you can Shigmeister. Okay, he goes for the trade. He just wants to add the health, and it gets added onto the Soul Priest. So that's not going anywhere for a while.
Save a breed of the two.
Yeah.
So shield block and shield slam here seems really, really good.
Yeah, I feel like you do just need to get rid of that Dark Cultist, huh? I mean, still, I mean, I'm sure every turn he's trying to think of ways to use those explosive sheeps, but he's just got no option as far as activating it right now. It's just not enough damage.
No activations, just
yeah.
Hopefully, for his sake, hopefully he draws one soon.
It's pretty good clear though. I mean, he's still at what, 34 now, 36 effective health, only 3 damage incoming. The Dark Cultist is not too scary. He dealt with the board pretty well.
That's a good draw. That is something.
Yeah.
Something playable for RDU is also.
Let's see. All right.
That's an activator.
That is certainly an activator.
So I guess Bomb Lover decides who is going to die in this situation.
All right, Dark Cultist.
Well.
And so.
Best target, but.
Yeah, it looks like he'll give a little bit extra health. He needs like another, let's see, Execute or something like that.
Yeah,
although a 4/8. A 4/8 when you've got that much health isn't even all that threatening.
No, this Blade Master is gonna be very annoying. Like if both players never play anything anymore, this Blade Master is gonna chip away and just start just, you know, chipping away. Now Sylvanas seems like really good here, but RDU is gonna punish.
Ah, he's gonna regret that, man.
Yeah, the punish is real.
Yeah. Well, sure, I'll take a turn to get a Sylvanas, why not? So imagine the mind.
Doing something else, something creative.
I wonder. Shield Slam isn't the most useful card in his hand right now. I think it's safest to just mind control.
Yeah, mind controlling something that has mind control inherently, so it's always good.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of get your card back almost. I mean, yeah, he could get creative with Recombobulator, you know, maybe, but I feel like you just play it safe here.
Whoa!
Or, okay.
Okay, but, okay, let's imagine if he does pass his turn.
Yeah.
Nah, that is way too risky.
Yeah, you can't. It'd be cool, but you can't do it. You just have to do it, yeah. Alright, I think mind control is the right answer, yeah.
That's a good answer.
I was going to be very worried I was going to be impressed, but also worried for RDU if he would have done that.
You know, I think these two shapes are actually going to do a lot of work. It's kind of like a second draw. He's setting this up for that exact reason. Because it's going to be like 5 damage across the board plus 4 to whatever you attack. So it's like a 9 damage to one target and 5 to everything else. That is a board clear.
Yeah, absolutely. The sheep is real. Alright, but for now, I mean, RDU can keep putting on the damage. And it is still pretty threatening. I mean, he's getting a lot of work done with the minions he's got out anyway.
So you probably double sheep and just go over the face? That is pretty insane.
Yeah, I think you do just clear here.
Does RDU play another minion? Probably not. That he's pretty on point with that.
Yeah.
If your opponent attacks Deathblade into a Blade Master and can't kill it, your sirens have to go off. So good job on RDU and not playing anything.
Well, here we go. The double sheeps coming in handy.
Pretty good.
Yeah. 1 damage to the Whirlwind effect, and then 4 to everything on the board. Not bad.
Oh man,
That's-
imagine like Garrosh, like in a farm and like herding sheep. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah,
Garrosh
that's
just like gets really mad at this tiny toy sheep. It drives him insane. He becomes enraged. All right, well, a shield block. Hey, now you can use that shield slam, RDU. Congratulations.
I think this game might go to fatigue just because RDU thought still a brawl and nothing else.
Wait, a warrior versus priest going to fatigue? That's crazy talk, Amaz.
I mean,
Never.
it doesn't happen that much, to be honest. You just have to
Really?
like have very dead cards and a lot of removal stuff. And
like-
with Firebat playing the 2 sheeps and RDU stealing the brawl, it's probably gonna happen. Usually it doesn't happen that much.
I feel like nearly every single one I see goes to fatigue in the games I've casted. But we'll see how long this one lasts. The Sludge Belcher helps out. The Cabal Shadow Priest, if nothing else, it's a decent body on the board.
I think RDU is just so comfortable behind that armor. Just
Yeah.
shield block is one of the best cards to toss to because Alexstrasza can't kill you. The only way for Priest to really die is the Alexstrasza super crazy combo with Gramash with a weapon equipped with the Gold House. So that's not gonna happen.
And there's his Sylvanas.
Shield block shows that. That is so
One.
true.
The dream, the shield block and shield slam thought steals. It took him 2 thought steals, but he got it. He got it.
I like the Cabal here. You're not.
Yeah.
You didn't see it in Armorsmith, so you're probably gonna not steal something. Both acolytes died already.
Well, yeah, I mean, just playing a 4-5
one
at this point in the
acolyte,
game.
Yeah, but yeah, it seems like you're not really gonna steal much. So I like the Cabal here. I choose to go slow, right?
You can.
could-
I mean, he's got such a big life lead right now that he's not in like a big rush to finish this.
Well, more
he's-
importantly, he has a card lead. He has 8 cards in his deck, and Firebat only has 6.
Well, like you said, yeah, I mean, this is probably going to go to fatigue, and RDU certainly has a big edge in that too. Another Cabal Shadow Priest. Yeah, he's got so many minions now. He can just play one and just kind of chill out. Oh, the Recombobulate.
I'll relate to 6. 6 drops are really good.
Is it going to be... Oh, all right. Well, he turns into a 5/5, so kind of evens out the life totals, I suppose. You don't get the Battle Cry, of course, but it's a little bit better of a body. Interesting.
Yeah, that's not what RDU want to see. I
Yeah.
want to see something like a Savannah.
Could have been better. Probably could have been worse, too, I suppose.
I really can't see how Firebat's gonna come back from this. Like, sure,
Yeah.
you have a brawl, but you need a very specific hand count or like a board state to actually kill a priest of armor, right? Like, if priest doesn't have armor, I guess it's still doable, but priest of armor is just so hard. It's really difficult.
Yeah, we know there's a brawl in there, because RDU's got one. But we don't know where it is. It's coming up eventually. Yeah, he's building that armor, and I mean, you can mitigate a little bit of the fatigue that way too, but... Oh, there's a card. There's Share Cleric.
Something to put down. He's probably
Yeah,
not gonna
so-
draw any more cards, but it's a 1/3 body.
I wouldn't suggest drawing too many cards off that at this point. Ooh,
Ooh.
Trogzor the Earthnator.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
You kill it, it pretty much becomes a 3/5.
yeah. And if you don't kill it, suddenly you've got a lot of minions coming at you potentially. But he does have that is Shadow or Death in his hand, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So it's not gonna last too long.
I've got a beast in my
Is the BJ as well? That's pretty good. I like that.
Yep, why not?
It's a turn where you really want to pump up minions. You are on a timer after that.
Oh, Holy Smite. That's a nice answer to that BGH if he wants to. It's a little bit damage to face too, but I feel like that's just made to get rid of that 4-2.
You need to def first.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably def and you holy smite the 3/5 that comes out, trade your cleric and just holy nova.
Oh, yeah. That makes more sense.
That seems like it's fine. I mean, you still have Sylvanas in your hand.
You've got
That's
Sylvanas, you've got a Shadow Priest, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, he's gonna maybe take a different approach, so Shrinkmeister.
gonna steal it instead.
Yeah. Gonna put that Cabal Shadow Priest to
Let me
use.
change your mind.
Not bad. relatively free for too. I'll take it. All right, Bomb Lobber in the hand now for Firebat. So, you know, something that could do a little bit, but I think he just really wants to see that brawl right now.
He really wants to clear the board.
Yeah.
I guess. Like, looking at Ardio's hand, he has a mind control. So, if Firebat doesn't drop the Bomb Lobber, this Earthinator is going to go on the other side. It's going to be quite bad. And of course, Firebat is fatiguing 2 cards before our RDO is. So RDO is going to take like 1, 2... When RDO takes like 4 damage, Firebat will be taking 6 damage. And that's just like not good enough. The Alexstrasza has not been in Firebat's hand for like ages. It's the last 2 cards.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be Alexstrasza and Brawl, right? Because Brawl's the other one we haven't seen.
Yeah.
We know there's one in there because RDU's got it.
Well, and they played the one last game too.
Yeah, yeah, too.
So difficult here.
Yeah,
to,
it's just...
Oh, just go YOLO. Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Alright. Why not?
Whirlwind.
He's got a Whirlwind. Yeah. Alright, so he gets rid of the, one of the 4 damage minions at least. You can get rid of the other one. Wow, goes to face. Yeah.
Does chip the... Of course you have to chip the armor. There's the only way you can win. You have to chip the armor. But then we're gonna probably see... this Trogzor gonna get stolen. Actually... Oh! You can't steal a Trogzor! I forgot about that because you spawn the 3/5 before you steal. Oh wow. That's actually a very annoying creature to deal with. Oh, I forgot about that. That's crazy.
Oh, because it just leaves a 3/5. Yeah, because you use the spell, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, because when you play Sylvanas and you def it,
yeah, he still gets a
you
3/5.
spawn a 3/5 first before you steal something. That is really annoying. Wow. Hey, Trogzor is actually doing really, really much work here. It's just insane.
Yeah. A lot of people are putting him in there. It's brawl time. Oh boy.
Well, if Trogzor lives, that'll be huge. If the Cleric lives, that'll also be huge. And oh,
it's Trogzor.
Wow.
We'll continue to Earthinate for at least another turn or 2.
That is crazy. Oh, do you def that just so he reduces the time?
Man. I don't know. It's just, I mean, you're still gonna have a creature with the same health to deal with, and it's still gonna be scary. But yeah, I guess you just do it yourself, huh?
Oh my god.
RDU just looks like he looks like us, man. He doesn't know what to do. It's like, what is this? There's some brawl.
I would have loved to see Alexstrasza there. Oh.
Yeah, seriously.
Man. Okay. I mean, Firebat's so unlucky, right? Trogzor lived with the brawl.
Yeah. He got the luck where it counted, you know. All right, well you can put some decent damage down to RDU, but
I really like the hold here. You're gonna draw Alexstrasza next turn, so you're gonna reduce him down to 11. I mean, you're kind of assuming that Trogzor is gonna die, but Trogzor is not gonna die. Trogzor is like, awesome.
And you know Alexstrasza is coming, like you said, so you don't really need to put a big priority on doing damage because it's kind of meaningless, really. He's going down to 15 anyway. And the Soul Priest. It's just rough, man. Because there's no way to really get rid of it without producing at least a couple 3/5s. Or at least one.
He could actually def the Trogzor and just face a 3/5. I think that's the best play from RDU.
Yeah.
From this board state, yes.
Makes sense. Because the thing is if you just Shadow Word Sylvanas, you have a chance to like leave Trogzor out there and just get the 3/5 instead, right?
Well, you're killing your own Sylvanas, so that's never good.
Yeah.
But this way he gets to keep the Sylvanas.
Yeah.
And nope. The dragon has arrived.
It's time, Alexstrasza. He's looking like he's in pretty good shape. Let's see though.
Wow.
What is it? 17 health, 5 plus.
Wow, I can't believe it. Firebat actually came back for this game. That's insane. Trogzor just carried this game.
Wow. And this warrior, let's get this straight. He beat the paladin, he beat the priest.
Yeah, 2 very uncomfortable matchups. Like, well, I mean, we don't know because GVG obviously turned all the matchups upside down, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Warrior's apparently good now, but judging from like the past, this is actually like two games that you won that's not really favored. The Sheep was really good. Strongsoul did a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that Paladin deck wasn't exactly the typical control Paladin that was beating Warriors consistently, so that one I can kind of see, but this Priest deck, like, it is still pretty similar to what Priests have been running for a long time, so I'm much more surprised about this one, actually, than the Paladin one.
Okay, yeah, Artie's gonna do his best to smite the face, get the Alexstrasza, but he's very dead. He knows that Firebat has a Grommash, he didn't play it, and everybody plays Grommash.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows what's up.
Yeah. Oh, he still does his best. 12 health is pretty good, but not good enough. Man, if that Holy Smite was a left Denaru, that would have been different. That would have been so different. Wow.
Well, with the Death Spite, it's a pretty easy answer here.
Yep. Just doing something flashy, I guess, here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maximum PM.
Why not, man? And there it is. So Firebat takes lead 3-2 in the series. And that leaves, let's see, that leaves RDU with only his handlock to go, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Match
very
for
impressed.
Firebat.
And I mean, I wonder how this warrior does against the handlock. Yeah, I mean, we know that handlock has an edge as well. But maybe it is another thing as well. And of course, RDU might be putting in some special surprises in the handlock we might not know of. So we'll have to see.
I'm kind of disappointed we don't get to see this this mage deck from RDU. But maybe next time, I guess. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, mages are always awesome. I mean, Unstable Portal is such an insane card. I think it's the best card in the set.
He is not even using it in his, though.
No, he wasn't using. He's not using it. Yeah, but I mean, with Mage, I feel like I just want to see Mage in tournaments. I can't wait when that happens.
I'm sure we will. Like next week on, I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of Mage. Like, so you know, it makes a little bit more sense too. You know, losing the Soulfires and things like that. It's a way to kind of make up for some of that lost damage, going back to Alexstrasza instead of Draxus now.
Yeah. So I guess this matchup is really to see how a new deck faces an old deck. You know.
That is exactly what we want to see. That is awesome. All right. So, well, Twilight Drake in the opening hand for RDU. And what do we have? Okay. Big Game Hunter is in the hand of Firebat right off the bat. And so that's certainly going to come in handy at some point, I would imagine.
Yeah. RDU's... Whoa!
Coin and...
I thought it was good for something else. I was like, wait a minute? No, okay. That's fine. He just thinks his hand quality is not that good, so he wants to tap it for another card, which is reasonable. Against Warrior, your second creature is really important. Like the first creature is probably gonna die, like either Twilight Drake or Giant, because you know your opponent should have execute or Shield Slam somewhere in the hand already, but the second one's really hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Job's done.
And he's just gonna life tap again. Yep. Can wait. Might as well get a large Twilight Drake, make it as hard to Shield Slam as possible, but 2 Shield Slams and more armor already for Firebat, so he's going to be pretty well equipped. And I gotta say, I love Bomb Lobber in this matchup too, the more I think about it. Definitely a way to get a little bit of that damage done if you don't have the immediate kills.
You know, it's actually quite sad. If RDU did coin a Twilight Drake, it would have been unkillable. It would have actually chipped away some armor. Like,
oh, you're right. That's a good point.
You really use double Shield Slam on that? No, you don't. Yeah, that's actually a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. Set up for the Bomb Lobber next turn.
Might as well. Because he knows even if it gets silenced so it can attack, it's going to lose the bonus that the Taskmaster gave it, so really no risk there. And there's a Twilight Drake. Alright.
Oh wow, just in time.
Yeah, that's a top deck.
Just in time.
And so he can clear this. Well, you know, actually, he's 1 mana short of being able to clear it really easily. But he's got Shield Slam, so he's fine.
Yeah, watch us not do anything.
Yeah. I have my mind set on Bomb Lobber, but Shield Slam works okay too.
You're probably gonna execute this though, because Shield Maiden gives you armor, and you're sitting at such high armor anyways. Like, it's not gonna just suddenly disappear. So I like the execute.
I was thinking Bomb Lobber for the Ancient Watcher later on.
Oh yeah, of course.
No, yeah. All right, well, Mountain Giant.
Oh, a giant here would be so crushing.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's in the hand of Firebat right now. This giant is not going to last very long.
I think Shield Slam and Bomb Lobber is pretty good here.
Yeah.
You can just, wait for the BGH for later. Well, he just does it now. He just wants the body on the board. But I feel like the Bomb Lobber is the body. I actually would have preferred the Shield Slam and Bomb Lobber for instance.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to lean towards using the shield slams first myself, just because it's less likely that you're gonna have the armor, you know, a long time, right? So you might as well use that while you can. I agree.
Yeah, now it's a little
that.
more awkward.
And he can still shield slam theoretically, but it's the only thing he's gonna be doing. If he does it.
Take the flip. Okay, let's see
Is he gonna get it? He's thinking about it. He's thinking.
Wow, that is
oh
really...
man, that's too much of a risk. Would you just shield slam it here? Would you just go ahead and pull the trigger on a 6-mana shield slam to just hold the board?
I would consider shield maiden here, but oh, just YOLO. Oh my god, okay.
Wow, you got it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Certainly something you can deal with a little bit better. Alright, well, Sludge Belcher is always nice to see. The hand looking pretty solid for RDU. And he's going to get a lot of value out of this Lothab, man. I mean, making the spells hard to cast last turn, and now he's got it around. Even after getting to trade.
He's getting maximum value from his switcher.
And I guess you just recombobulate it, right?
Recombobulate it for 5?
I think this is what it's here for, man. Yeah, I mean, you know it's going to die. You might as well just see what you can get out of it.
5s are pretty bipolar, though. They're really good or really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that's one of the normal ones. But usually 5s are really good or really bad.
4/5. So, I mean, he gained a lot of survivability, lost 1 attack. It's not so bad. I love this Recombobulator card, man. It's so cool.
Yep.
I have no time.
Alright, Sylvanas makes an appearance. And a lot of armor being gained by Firebat.
RD wants to see a silence.
Yeah, I would say so.
Not quite.
Hmm.
Oh man. Is he gonna face this to Sylvanas and give us a
That's
headache?
what I was kind of wondering. Yeah.
Oh, no. 2 Sylvanas on the board is always just really, really weird.
Yeah.
So many possibilities.
Such a risk, too, to copy that.
Yeah, it is. Usually playing the second Sylvanas is really, really, it's just really bad because you give the priority to your opponent. But at the same time, RD has like 3 minions, so I think it's perfectly fine.
I mean, you've got the percentage set up where you don't have to be as worried. And I mean, if he's really nervous, he could do it and then throw down a Sun Fury, but he's just going to pass the turn, it looks like. So,
Wow. So,
yeah. Not even going to try it.
Oh, another one of these? Okay.
Here comes Bomb Lobber. Where will he pop the
don't
bomb?
hit the 4/5. Wow.
All right. Wow.
Okay.
Bomb Lobber.
That's it.
Doing work.
Unfortunately, he has set it other way so that the Sylvanas is really easily cleared, and RD should be pretty happy about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. And it lets him save that Faceless, too. And that's got to feel good. When you're going to Faceless, you want to... What's that?
The combo later doing some work.
And so no worries about Sylvanas. Do you Alex Strasser here?
Probably not. The goal of RD right now is just to get his health low enough to play the Molten Giants.
He's thinking about it. He's pondering.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
guess you don't
like-
die. No matter what, you don't die.
Yeah.
But pretty good answer from Firebat here. While using Josh's shield block, so he can do whatever he wants.
You know, it seems like, too, the more he knows Firebat uses on Alex Strasser, the safer his Giants are going to be later on. So it does kind of give you that, I suppose.
Firebat is setting up for lethal here. So we might see the game end really, really soon.
Certainly could.
It's like, RD is like really awkward now. Like at 17 health, it's really, really awkward.
I mean, he can put down 1 taunt. He can get a Molten Giant and taunt it up, but that is...
One
that's
taunt is
about it.
dead.
I think so.
guess you just clear the board.
Yeah.
If you clear the board, you don't die.
Yeah, you can get a little bit more health too this way.
This is the point where you want the Siphon Soul to not heal yourself.
Yeah, seriously. That's why he's pausing. He's like, oh man. I know what I have to do, I just don't want to do it.
Yep. But if you don't do it, you might die. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay, I guess you're tapping first, see where it goes.
Might as well.
Well, you can't have to.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Sludge Belcher. Oh, okay. Could be, that's not a bad draw. Yeah, you just have the Siphon Soul. Alright, Outlet of Pain and a Shield Maiden. Wow. Still such a strong board for Firebat. And like you said,
not
man,
going anywhere. Yeah, this is pretty brutal for RDU.
He's got that lethal nearly set up now.
Oh, don't, RDU? If he plays the multi-giant, it's game over.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You can clear it so easily. Wouldn't it have been safer to go for Sludge Belcher and then faceless it? Give yourself 4 taunts to have to work through?
It will be safe, but you're kind of not winning the game as well. It's just really awkward for the Hanlock to be at such high health. That's the main thing that was really, really bad.
Well, Firebat
but I guess Firebat played that really well, you know? You didn't attack, you didn't have to like put on too much pressure and do draw the wing condition, and then just throwing lethal at a very, very high high health from the opponent, so they can't really do any funky stuff with Molten Giant. So,
I mean, that's just like classic anti-handlock play there. You know, you just control the pace of the game and you can get around your giants and you can win like that. And Firebat takes our first match on Season 3.
Yeah, congratulations to Firebat. That was pretty good. And of course, GVG is just starting out, right? And,
yeah.